Hi, my name is Joe Winkler, my wife Michelle Winkler. We have just previously been coming to the First Church for a couple of months. We had two boys and one girl. Their ages now are 40, 38, and 31. I've always known God and loved God, but I want to tell you this story because loving God and knowing God isn't the same as following God. I coached with them, played ball with them, wrestled with them, football teams. We did everything together. And what we thought we were doing was the best for them, to try to educate them. What we failed to do is realize that that education wasn't what they needed. When we came to DeMont, Indiana, my baby girl decided to take us to a church. And that's when we really decided to follow Jesus. But our real heartbreaking thing is our two boys. My middle-aged son, the 38-year-old, his name is Shane. He works with me every day, and we struggle. We struggle because I didn't bring him up in a Christian environment. So we struggle a lot, but we manage to get along. I do talk to him about God, and there's a big difference between raising him up from a little child to 38 years old. But what the real heartbreaker is my 40-year-old son, who, when my oldest son turned 18, he got out of high school and he decided that he would take the rules into his own hand. And I told him if you couldn't do that, then there's the door. Well, he did exactly that. He left. Since his 18th birthday, me and my wife have not been able to really enjoy our first son. We don't seem to be able to find that communication together and the love that we need. We hurt. I have two grandsons, and they're the only grandsons that I have. We haven't seen those grandsons in almost 2 years now. And that's a hurt that I can't see anybody going through, because not only did I lose my first son, but now I've lost my grandsons. But the one good thing that I have learned through all of this is we made a mistake. When we started church with my daughter, that was when we understood our mistake. And we tried to get my sons to climb aboard with us, but at that age, it's just too hard to get them to just jump back into church and see the way that the Lord wants people to really live. And we couldn't do that. They wouldn't have no part of it because of the time that they've spent now in the outer world, and we didn't raise them God's way. We raised them what we thought was the best. And the school said, you got to keep them in sports to keep them active. You got to do this, you got to do that. And unfortunately, we did all that. And here we are. What do we do now? Are we ever going to get to see him? Are we ever going to get to see our grandsons? The strongest thing I can emphasize on your life, take him to church. We should have had him in church with us, along with our other two, from the day that they were born. First Church has a great program, and it starts from the time they're born. Get them into the group. Get them to follow God. And with the love of God and prayer, you'd be amazed that God can change things. God does miracles. Start your life right. Start it in a church, and put your children right there with you. Me and my wife have had a tough road with our two boys. I know that God is not finished with me yet. This is not the end of my story. I know for a fact that the best is yet to come.